maker NEO secures $2.2 billion from Abu Dhabi investor CYVN. And Saudi-based BNPL fintech Tamara secures unicorn status. You're watching the Daily Brief with Forbes. I'm Ramia Faraj. Chinese EV maker NEO says it secured a $2.2 billion investment from CYVN Holdings, an investment vehicle based in Abu Dhabi. The new investment, with the closing expected in the final week of December, would increase CYVN's shareholding to 20.1% of NEO's total issued and outstanding shares, following an investment of $1 billion in July. CYVN will be entitled to nominate 2 directors to NEO's board. Saudi-based buy now, pay later fintech platform Tamara says it's become the kingdom's first homegrown fintech unicorn as it secured $340 million in a Series C equity funding round and topped a $1 billion valuation. This round was co-led by SNB Capital and Sanabel Investments, with participation from other investors. Tamara has raised a total of $500 million in equity funding and more than $400 million in debt financing. Tamara reported 6 times annual run rate revenue growth in less than 2 years. 2 maritime agencies say a possible explosion struck a key shipping lane off Yemen today. One captain reported an explosion occurring 2 nautical miles from the vessel while it was transiting. Yemen's Iran-backed Houthis have launched a flurry of drone and missile attacks on vessels entering the Red Sea through the Bab el-Mandeb Strait, seeking to pressure Israel to end its attack on Gaza. In response to the attacks, 4 major shipping firms have rerouted their vessels away from the Red Sea. Goldman Sachs trimmed its price expectation for Brent crude in 2024 by $10 per barrel to between $70 and $90. Goldman says strong production from the U.S. will moderate any upside in oil prices. It says elevated spare capacity to handle tightening shocks should limit upside price moves. The investment bank now expects Brent to recover to a peak of $85 per barrel in June next year. IBM will buy Software AG's enterprise technology platforms for $2.33 billion to bolster its AI and hybrid cloud offerings. IBM will acquire its StreamSets and Web Methods platforms with cash. The platforms provide application integration, application programming, interface management, and data integration, among other uses. Software AG is majority owned by private equity firm Silver Lake. The EU has launched formal infringement proceedings against Elon Musks X platform under a law cracking down on illegal online content. Officials say it comes after they identified disinformation related to Hamas's October 7 attacks in Israel. It's the first such step Brussels has taken against a major online platform since introducing the Digital Services Act this year. It's a sweeping piece of EU legislation that heightens online companies' responsibility for content moderation. And that brings us to today's Forbes Real-Time Billionaires ranking, which tracks the daily wins and losses of the world's wealthiest people. Our biggest loser today is Chinese biopharma billionaire CEO Zhang Jin, down $3 billion with net wealth of $3.6 billion. Second biggest loser is LVMH's Bernard Arnault. He's down $2.9 billion, now with net wealth of $199.4 billion. And our third place loser is EV battery mogul Robin Zhang, down $1.2 billion, now with net wealth of $21.6 billion. Check out our website and our social media for all of the latest Billionaires news. And German business morale unexpectedly worsened in December with a decline in both expectations and current conditions. The IFO Institute says its business climate index stood at 86.4 versus the 87.8 forecast by analysts. The IFO says as the year draws to a close, the German economy remains weak. The IFO Institute last week cut its forecast for the German economy in 2024 to 0.9% growth from its previous forecast of 1.4%. I'm Ramia Faraj. This is the Daily Brief. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.